were you always a visionary when it came to kind of technology and message? Because, again, kind of pre-internet days, you were a massive figure when it came to distributing this stuff, technology and these ideas.
I suppose, I definitely have a vision about where I want to go and what I want to do. And I suppose it began with, I went to interview the local hypnotist once when I was working in local radio, and I was interested in yoga and meditation. And
Just because you were drawn to it?
Yeah, I just found it all fascinating, and I read the odd pop psychology book. But I didn't know anything about hypnosis. And I'd had a terrible day. I had a row with my boss, broken up with my girlfriend. The people in the apartment were keeping me up. And the guy who I went to see said, rather than me tell you about it, I need to do it to you because you're stressed out. I went, knock yourself out. Anyway, half an hour later, I woke up and I felt unburdened. I felt clear-headed. And I said, can you lend me some books on this? And he lent me a book by Richard Bandler, who was later to become my most prolific teacher. And I then started visualizing what it is I wanted to have happen because I'd read books about that. Right. And
this is all self-taught stuff because you're a kid from Hackney.
Yeah, well, I was born in Hackney, but I grew up in North London. So technically I'm a Cockney because I'm born under the sound of bow bells. Some of it is, I was self-taught in those early days, but I'd learned from, other people eventually. And I asked myself this question, which is popular amongst American motivational speakers. They say, what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? And of course, that takes all the limiters off. And when I asked myself that question, I went, actually, I want to be a hypnotist. And I want to be on television. I want to travel the world. I want to work with all kinds of, interesting people from the arts, from sports, from business. I want to be rich. I want to be famous. I want to really live an exotic life.
And that was it.
Well, not exactly. I thought, who will I have to become? And I realized I'd have to educate myself about certain things. I would have to, I'd have to take risks. I'd have to dress differently. I'd have to think kind of differently about things. Because remember, I was a radio DJ and I was in t-shirt and jeans and playing records. And so I'd have to, learn to become a psychologist. And in the process of doing so, as we say, when you're working on a goal's working on you. And, it changed me. And it continues to. My journey continues.